Hey guys, welcome back. We just returned from an amazing road trip along Western Australia's south coast. Let me tell you, it was unreal. Our road trip kicked off in Perth, and over 10 epic days, we hiked Cape Legrand and Esperance, took in the views of the pristine beaches of Bremer Bay, explored the history of Albany and its famous wind farm, sipped on some top-notch wines in Denmark, and many more must-do sights along the way. This video's got a bit of everything, so stick around. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really does help the channel. Alright, let's dive right in. Alrighty, it's been about 4 hours driving and we finally made it to Wave Rock. There's a couple short walks here, but we're just going to do probably one or two of them. So after a long drive yesterday, we went straight to the Lucky Bay Brewery for dinner. It was burger night, so I treated ourselves to some nice burgers for dinner. I arrived at the campsite in the dark, and it was raining, unfortunately, so I didn't get too much footage of that. But yeah, it's the morning, all ready to go for the day. I'm gonna go grab some breakfast in Esperance, and yeah, I'm gonna probably check out some hikes today. Thankfully, the storm clouds have cleared. Just about to start the Great Ocean Pathway. It's 12 kilometers there and back, probably take a couple hours. And this is the first beach, West Beach. It's a gorgeous day, but it is really windy. So yeah, hope the clouds stay away. Took us about roughly 2 hours to make it to Twilight Beach. It's absolutely stunning over here, so definitely worth the walk. We did see a snake along the way, so yeah, be careful when you're walking. You never know what you'll see. Just finished our walk. We're back at West Beach. It took us about 3.5 hours. After finishing our walk, we grabbed a quick lunch in town and drove over to Pink Lake. Historically, the lake was visibly pink, but it lost its vibrant color several years ago. We didn't stay too long and headed back to town to check out the waterfront to finish up our afternoon. Over here at Cape Legrand National Park and currently at Lucky Bay. Gonna go do the coastal walk to Bremer Bay. It's 2-3 hours one way. about 30 minutes to finish the beach portion, and now we're about to start the bushwalk portion to get to Bremer Bay. Well, that brings us to the end of the track. Took us just about 2 hours. Probably gonna have a snack here now, relax a bit before doing the same track back. Just made it to Bremer Beach. Definitely worth the walk over here. And yeah, we just saw a couple dolphins as well. And we've made it back to Lucky Bay, and it's a lot sunnier now than when we left it before. Pretty spectacular views here. After we finished our hike, dipped in the water for a bit. It was pretty icy, but very refreshing. Now we're over here at Thistle Cove. Today's breakfast is scrambled eggs, croissants, and some fresh fruit. It's a beautiful day here in Esperance. Just had some breakfast here at the campsite, and yeah, the plan is to go back to Cape Le Grand National Park and do some more hikes today. We are back at Lucky Bay and gonna do a couple more hikes. So I'm gonna start here at Lucky Bay, go down to Thistle, should be about an hour, then all the way over to Hellfire Bay, which is about 2 to 3. And likely we'll probably head back to Lucky Bay to spend the afternoon at the beach. It's absolutely stunning here at Lucky Bay today. Clear skies, much calmer as well. And a great day for a hike. First stop is Flinders Monument. Definitely worth the walk up here. Some beautiful views. Just made it over to Thistle Cove. Took us about 40-45 minutes. After that, we are doing the walk over to Hellfire Bay, which is around 2.5 hours. bit of a trek to get here, but we finally caught sight of Hellfire Beach. It's a beautiful day. Had to switch hats because of the sun. Definitely burning a little bit, so sunscreen is critical out here. For about 3 hours, we made it to Hellfire Bay. The views are fantastic here, so definitely worth the hike. As we arrived, we saw some people being rescued in the water by some bystanders, so definitely be careful if you get in the water. Some pretty strong rips out there. Yeah, had a quick snack here, and we're taking the same route back to Lucky Bay. From start to finish, about 6 hours total. We came back to Lucky Bay. A couple observations from today's hike. Have to bring plenty of water. It's hot out there, and quite a lot of exposed area. Sunscreen as well, and yeah, overall really good hike. Packed up at the campsite, and yeah, we're driving over to Bremer Bay today. Twilight Beach, one of our favorites, so decided to come back here for one last look. Well, after a bit of driving today, we arrived at Bremer Bay. We checked in our accommodation, which is Barnville at Bremer, just here for one night. And yeah, just drove here to Bremer Bay Beach to check it out. It's really gorgeous. And yeah, probably have an early dinner this evening. We just have one day here in Bremer Bay, so just checked out of our accommodation and gonna check out a couple of the local beaches here. Currently at Short Beach, and it's absolutely gorgeous today. After checking out a few of the local beaches, we fueled up in town and started our drive to Albany by way of the Granite Skywalk and Torndirrup National Park. One last thing on Bremer Bay, besides its beautiful beaches, it's also known for its whale migrations. Orcas are known to pass through from February to March, and southern right whales from July to October. We're on our way to Albany and did a quick stop off over here at Castle Rock. Gonna do the Castle Walk Trail, which is 4 kilometers. And also looking to do the Skywalk as well, which is another 30 minutes. So about 5 minutes into our walk, we've seen our first kangaroo. Might not be able to see through this video, but he's just over there resting. And we just arrived in Albany and checked in the Hilton Garden Inn. Quick tour of the room. We're all checked in and starving. Kind of skipped lunch today, so currently walking into the Albany Town Center for some well-deserved dinner. Kicked off our day with some breakfast over at the Hilton, and first stop today is the National Anzac Center. Just had lunch over at Monty's Leap, which a friend recommended, and yeah, just drove over here to Emu Point to check out the beaches and do a little walking. So currently over at Middleton Beach, it's a lot calmer over here with a lot less wind, and about to do the boardwalk. It's about 6 kilometers in total. Our last stop before dinner today is the Albany Wind Farm. So there's a 1 kilometer walk here just to check out the wind farm and the coastline. it's our final day here in Albany, and yeah, just doing a quick walk around town. Currently on York Street checking out the old town hall building. Today's plan is to drive over to Denmark. We've got a couple stops planned along the way. At Torndirrup National Park at Salmon Holes. Originally we wanted to do the Bald Head hike, which is around 12.5 kilometers start to finish. Unfortunately that track is closed right now for some track upgrades. So yeah, I gotta check out a couple other spots here in the park before we head on towards Denmark. We've just arrived at the Valley of the Giants Treetop Walk. It's really cool. There's an elevated pathway here. Now over here at Elephant Rocks, there's two beaches here. You've got Greens Pool and Elephant Rocks. We're gonna do the lookout first and then make our way down to the beach. In addition to Denmark's awesome coastline and beautiful beaches, it's also very well known for its vineyards. So yeah, for today's itinerary, we're going to check out a couple of the vineyards in the Denmark area. Our first stop is the Lake House Vineyard. Next up is Single File. Beautiful grounds here, vineyard on site, and about to do a chocolate pairing with the wine. We just had lunch over at Duckett's. It's a really good spot for homemade cheese, also known for their toasties, cheese platters, and a good selection of wines as well. And that concludes our wine tour for today. Most of the places we visited were quite empty actually, so there was a lot of options from the tasting menu. Had a really good time, and we'll definitely be on the lookout for wines from Denmark going forward. Well, we are on our way up to Perth, about 2.5 hours into the drive, and stopped at a small town called William. Found a good spot for lunch called Chatterbox, had some toasties here, and yeah, about to get back on the road. We just got back to Perth and have a bit of time before our flight tonight, so decided to check out Fremantle. So it's a bit windy today, but it is clear, so you can see Rottnest Island in the distance. If you're keen to do a day trip out there, I've got a video linked here which will show you a bit more about how to get there and what to do.